Whoa, what's going on? I didn't see you guys there. My name is Hayden. Some of you might know me as Young Ghost or Slim Jesus. Today we're gonna be cleaning these Kyrie 4 Cinnamon Toast Crunch that you saw earlier in the video. We got dirty with a lot of milk and a lot of CT Crunch. As you can see, there are milk stains all over the shoe. I mean, it's pretty bad. This stuff's caked all over the place. So today we're gonna be cleaning this with our advanced 3-brush sneaker laundry system along with the laundry detergent. Let's get right into it. All right guys, so the first step to get started, we're gonna go ahead and take these laces out. All right, now that we got the shoelaces out, go ahead and set them to the side. Today we're gonna be cleaning the right shoe. Next step, after taking the shoelaces out, we're gonna go ahead and put the shoe trees in. Because this shoe is a 9.5, you're gonna wanna adjust it to the 4th slot right here. So let's get that adjusted. All right, now that we have that shoe tree in there, it's gonna be able to allow us to apply a lot of pressure on this toe box, so that way when we're scrubbing down, we're not messing up the shape of the shoe. It's also gonna be good at reforming the shoe, keeping it nice and stiff when you're cleaning it. Alrighty, so the next step we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and set this shoe to the side because we're gonna be cleaning this one. What I'm gonna go ahead and do first is I'm gonna just dry brush it with the soft bristled brush to get all the excess crumbs and cinnamon stuff we have off, just that way when we're getting ready to clean it, that doesn't get caked up into the shoe. So go ahead and just get all that off. Make sure you get it nice and clean before you start getting in there. All right, so we got most of the excess crumbs and stuff off of the shoe. As you guys can see, this thing got stained pretty bad right here. It looks like there's some milk stains on there. I mean, these things smell terrible, man. It's just rotten, just really bad. So next we're gonna go ahead and take our solution, put 2 drops, and go ahead and start cleaning this up. Now the upper of this shoe is a suede type of material. It was a little bit softer before we put the milk on it and just let it kind of sit there, so now it's kind of stiff. So we're gonna go ahead and try to get all of that milk out, get it back to the suede it was, soften it up a little bit. This doesn't look like it's a dyed suede, so it shouldn't bleed at all, but we are gonna be cautious just in case it does bleed. You don't wanna hit it too hard. So let's just go ahead and dip this in here. We can start cleaning it up. All right, so always remember guys, when you are cleaning any type of upper, just go ahead and hit it that nice circular motion. You can go ahead and apply as much pressure as you want with these uppers because they're not made out of any type of crazy material like suede on this part right here. Just apply a lot of pressure, get all those stains out, keep going in that circular motion. Alrighty, so we got most of this upper right here. Now we're gonna move on to this suede part right here. Like I said previously, it isn't a dyed suede, so it shouldn't bleed or anything, but we are gonna take extra precaution, kinda just scrub it a little bit, see if you notice any type of dye coming out before you really go all up into it. All right, so as you can see, No type of dyes coming off of it, so you should be 100% safe to clean it. So now we're just gonna go ahead and do the same thing that we did with this part right here. Nice circular motion, and let's go ahead and clean this upper. So as I said before, this upper right here, this suede part is like really crunchy. It's got a lot of dried milk in it. So we're gonna try to get all of that out by cleaning it nice. All right, so it looks like we got most of the uppers down. Now, because we did put milk in this thing and let it sit a little bit, I'm gonna go ahead and get right in between here with the soft brush, because it does stink really bad. We wanna make sure we get most of those milk stains out. So let's go ahead and hit the inside of the shoe. All right guys, so the next step, we're gonna go ahead and clean this midsole right here. For that, we're gonna use the Rejuvenator all-purpose brush. The reason we wanna use this brush is because it is a painted sole, or a painted midsole. It looks like there's some paint speckles on there. You wanna go ahead and use this one because it is a little bit softer. You don't wanna use the stiff brush for this because you might run the risk of it scratching off the paint. So just to be safe, we're gonna use the Rejuvenator all-purpose brush. So as you can see, I'm applying quite a bit of pressure. Nothing's coming off, paint's still there, so you can go ahead and continue with that. Continue hitting the midsole. All right, now that we're done hitting the midsole, you can go ahead and take your towel and just wipe it off, get all the excess crumbs off the midsole now that you've cleaned it. Alrighty guys, so the next step, I know I said I wasn't gonna hit up this sole, but because there's a lot of Cinnamon Toast Crunch in between the grooves, as you can see right there, it's all caked up in there. We're gonna go ahead and hit the sole with the stiff bristle brush just to get all of those excess crumbs out of the sole. Alrighty, so it looks like we got most of the crumbs out of here. There is still a few left, so I'm just gonna continue hitting it, try to get as much crumbs out before we throw this in the washing machine. Alrighty guys, so as you can see, we got these uppers and the entire shoe, the sole and everything cleaned up really good. So the next step we're gonna go ahead and do is take these shoelaces and get them nice and clean. What you're gonna wanna go ahead and do is just kind of crumple this up in your hand, dip it in the solution, get it nice and soaked, just like that. Go ahead and just rub it back and forth and get your laces cleaned. All right, so now that we got this shoe nice and clean, we're gonna go ahead and throw it in our Rejuvenator laundry bag, and we will throw this in the washing machine. Now when you guys do this, make sure you fasten this nice and secure. You don't want to run the risk of your shoe flying out, so you just take this, push this down, nice and secure. Same thing with up here. Now we got the shoe in the bag, let's go ahead and throw this in the washing machine. Alrighty guys, so we're in the laundry room right now. We're gonna go ahead and throw these bad boys, so you can just throw them in there. Take your sneaker laundry detergent, squeeze it all the way up to the top, right about there. Just get that nice and in there. Alrighty, so in terms of the washer load, you're gonna go ahead and do a small load on cold water. Once you have all that set up, just go ahead and press start, and we'll see you guys in a little bit. Alrighty guys, we're back with the Kyrie 4s. We let these things dry overnight. As you can see on the old one right here, had a bunch of stains all throughout the upper, and on the clean one, all those stains went away. The only thing that did happen with these is that unfortunately the suede on the side got a little stiff during the wash. So what we're gonna go ahead and do is just brush it down with the medium all-purpose brush. Normally we would use a brass brush to reset the nap, but because this one does have a painted swoosh right here and it has ridges all across, we don't want to run the risk of damaging any of the materials on it or scratching the paint off. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do now is just use this all-purpose brush and reset the nap on the sides. Definitely make sure when you're doing this, only go one direction. You don't wanna scrub it because you don't wanna run the risk of damaging any of this. So just go one direction. Don't wanna apply too much pressure either. All right, you can't really see it on camera, but it did get a lot softer compared to the other one where it's still really stiff on this. Unfortunately, it did lose a little bit of its color, so what I'm gonna go ahead and do is take the mink oil, spray it on this to kind of give it that color back, and then we'll hit it with the soft brush. Alrighty guys, we're outside now. What we're gonna do is use the mink oil, kind of spray this on here, try to get some of that color back so these can look nice and new again. Alrighty, now that you've sprayed that, we can go ahead and take our soft brush and just go ahead and scrub it down, kind of get the mink oil nice and in there to bring that color back. Alright, so one thing you guys want to follow, when you are doing this, you don't want to oversaturate it, don't do it too much. You only need a few sprays, but make sure you get a nice even coat on it, and then go hit it with the soft brush, get it nice and spread in there to bring that color back to life. All right guys, so I just finished doing the mink oil on this side. You can see already the color starting to come back. Now if we look at this side, you can see it's like all the way white. Some of the color is really off. So it does show that it helps a lot. So what we're gonna go ahead and do now is just do this side and then we'll finish it up. As we're good to go, finished up the mink oil. It's looking nice and colorful again. Let's go back inside. Alrighty guys, we're back inside. We got the shoe laced up. Overall, I'm really happy how it came out. You can see on this shoe right here, there were stains all across the upper. On this shoe, they're all gone. Bottoms came out really good, really clean. No more CT crunch in there. This, it's all up in the shoe everywhere. Alrighty guys, make sure you leave a comment below. Let us know if you like this or not, if you didn't, if you want to see more type of food items on shoes like we did with this. Also, let us know what your favorite cereal is. Mine personally is Fruity Pebbles. Cinnamon Toast Crunch is okay. Doesn't come anywhere close to Fruity Pebbles though. If you guys want to purchase any of these products, they are listed below. Till next time, I'll see you later.